everyone, this is Mrs. Peterson. I am recording this to help you add your Eastmo Thinglink to your ePortfolio. So the very first thing that you're going to be doing is going into Thinglink, logging in with your Wilton PS account so that you can capture that Thinglink and embed it into your ePortfolio. There is an extra step that we're going to have to take when we're in Thinglink, and I'll walk you through that as well. You're going to allow, and here you are. So you're going to find your Thinglink. It's going to be in a shared folder because you worked with this on this project with a group. So when you open your Thinglink, I'm just going to use a baseball infographic for this demonstration. You're going to first go to privacy settings, which looks like this little eyeball here, and you're going to click unlisted. Okay, so that's going to give other people the ability to interact with your Thinglink in your ePortfolio. So you probably are on My Organization. You're just going to click unlisted and then save. Now we need to capture the Thinglink, and we're going to do that by going to the big share button here, and you're going to stay with embed media because we're actually going to embed the code into your ePortfolio. So all you have to do is click copy. Now it's been copied to your clipboard, and you can X out of this. Now you need to go to your ePortfolio. So in a separate tab, you're going to go to Google Sites, or you can just Google Sites. You probably don't have a ton of Google Sites to choose from. You need to find your ePortfolio and open that up. Now you're going to need to go to the sub page of your ePortfolio in which you want to put this Thinglink. So if you have the headings like I do based on grade, then just click on your current grade. If you have different subpage headings, do what makes sense for you. But you want to get to the page in which you have that you want to put your Thinglink. So what we're going to do is on the right side of your screen where it says embed, you're going to click embed. Now, you're not going to use a URL code. You're going to use an embed code because that's what we captured in Thinglink. So once you click on embed code, you're going to paste Control-V that code and then click next. Now, your Thinglink should appear. If there's a problem, then we need to go back and figure out why the embed code didn't copy correctly. But it should be here, and then click insert. If you're having trouble with this, just reach out to me in the LLC. Now that your Thinglink is here, we need to add a title and we need to add a reflection. And we're going to do that by adding text boxes. So just to remind you, in case you don't remember how to do this, when you want to insert a text box, you just click there. Now to move the text box, you have to put your cursor over the text box to find those little dots. And then you have the opportunity to move the text box around. So I just moved it to next to the Thinglink. So you need a title for this artifact. This is now an artifact in your ePortfolio. You need a title and you need a reflection. So you can call this realism in Thinglink or whatever you want to title it. Since mine is about baseball, I'm gonna call mine baseball Thinglink. Now, what I can do here is I can get fancy with my fonts and my color palette and things like that to make this more appealing visually. So if I go to my section colors, I can go here, I can change the background. If I go up here on the right to themes, then I can actually change like the colors that that the theme has with it, but I can even change those. I don't have to use what the theme offers. So there's a lot of different, options here, and you can play with that on your own. Now, since this is the title, I want to make it a lot bigger, right? And you can always kind of make this artistically appealing at a later date. What we want to do right now is get to a point where you can write your reflection. So I'm just going to make this is bothering me. Sorry. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to add another text box for my reflection, or I could actually continue in this text box too, and I can just change the font size. Okay, so the reflection. The reflection is the opportunity for you to explain to the viewer of your ePortfolio what this artifact is and why it's important to you, and what it has to do with your experience as a Wilton student, a Wilton High School student. So you can explain the Thinglink and the process behind it in your own words. That would be great. But we want you to also connect your experience with this work to one of the attributes of the portrait of the graduate. So I just said a lot of words there that I want to explain. So every Wilton graduate has these 6 attributes. And what we want to do is connect your experience with this project to one of these attributes. And it could be any part of the project. It doesn't have to be the creation of the actual Thinglink. It could be the research that went into the content about the movement that you included, the artistic movement. It could be the creation of the infographic. It could be that you worked as a team. It could be that you took a leadership role. Okay. It could be that you collaborated well. So I'm going to just quickly go through the 6 attributes so that you can think about which one you can most identify with regard to your work on this entire project from start to finish. So did you see yourself as a contemporary multiliterate scholar? So multiliterate, right? Do you want to talk about how you used the Spanish language in your infographic? Did you feel like you were responsible in terms of the positive relationship building of your group? Did you feel really motivated? And did you feel like you were reflective in your work, that you evaluated yourself, that you were motivated to do well? Did you feel like you were flexible? Okay. Did you feel like you were critical? Like, did you take a critical eye and make changes to your work based on that? Were you really proud of your role as a team member? Doesn't have to be a leader, but a member of the team in terms of collaborating and communicating and having empathy for the other people in your group and the ability to act for the greater good of that final product. Okay, so if you want to talk about the teamwork, the collaboration, I would choose this attribute. Were you really proud of yourself for the design process? This was a very artistic project. It was about art, but you also had to be artistic in your communication of the content. So you can talk about that and connect it with that attribute. Okay. So you're going to choose one of these attributes. If you want to pause the video now to think more about which attribute you want to connect to, you can do that. Once you've decided on your attribute, then you're going to write your reflection. So the reflection needs to include these 5 sentences. It could include more if you want to talk about more about the project itself, but you want to obviously identify the artifact as a Thinglink that you made for Spanish class about the specific topic. Which attribute did you connect with? This attribute reflects the creative entrepreneurial designer, whichever one you want to choose. Why is it important to you? Why are you particularly proud of this project? So when you see the word artifact, just think Thinglink, okay? Because that's what your artifact is for this particular artifact. What did you learn about yourself? And what did you learn about what was involved in creating this artifact? How does that connect to what you're passionate about, right? So if it was being artistic, being part of a team, showing empathy, using your Spanish skills, whatever it is. These are sentence starters that you can use. Obviously, you're not going to use all of them, but you would choose one for each question, or you don't have to use these sentence starters as long as you hit on basic answers to these questions. That's sufficient. So this is what a finished artifact could look like. You would have your Thinglink, you would have your title, and you would have your reflection here. And again, you can pause this video if you want to spend some time reading that. Okay. Once you are done with your artifact, the Thinglink embedded, the title, and the reflection, then you're going to go to publish. And then you're going to go to publish again. It's going to show you kind of the before and after. You're going to hit publish and you are good to go. One more little piece of information, one more little word of advice, if you don't mind. When you go to write your reflection, do it in a Google Doc. You can even make a copy of this Google Doc and use it for your draft, and then copy and paste your work into your ePortfolio. If you type directly here, it's going to be a lot harder for you to proofread your work. So it's going to be a lot easier to proofread your work if you do it in a Google Doc. You can either make a separate Google Doc or, like I said, make a copy of this one, and then you can type right into it and then copy and paste your reflection into here. As with anything, if you have any questions, please reach out to me in the LLC or Mr. Dinaj. We are so happy to help you. We are happy that you are including this project in your ePortfolio. We think it is perfect for your ePortfolio. And let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.